Hey guys, I'm Kat. Welcome to the Sharon Homestead, and today I am in the greenhouse. I'm going to be showing you everything that's growing, and then I will show you everything that I have moved out of the greenhouse and is in the gardens. So this will kind of be like a greenhouse and garden tour all mixed up into one video. So let's get started. I've done a lot of the work the past 2 weeks. I actually filmed last week's, but my editing software would not let me post the video from last week. I've tried several times, and I guess maybe one of the files was corrupted, but I've tried, so I'm just gonna scratch it and we'll move on to this week. So today is April 25th, and let's get going. Let's see what's growing and what I've moved. Alright, so the first thing you'll notice is I have rearranged everything, and there's a lot of things that are potted up. So I have tried to put everything together that's the same thing. So these are all moringa trees, and this week I started to get little sprouts. So I'm really excited about that. I hope more than just 3 pop up. I think there's 21 over here. And then the spinach is doing really good. The lettuce, this is just a test. I want to see how it works in those little milk jugs. And then this right here is all okra, and I potted these up, I think just yesterday, and they're doing really good. They're all nice and strong and healthy. So what I did was, these were pretty leggy, so I actually just potted them up and left just like an inch of the stem down there, so they're nice and strong, and now they can grow stronger. And then we're moving on to the loofahs, and I've got quite a few loofahs growing. Obviously, I am testing these out this year, and they're doing good. These ones are from the Stivers, and then these ones are from Mary's Heirloom Seeds. So I think that this is just sun damage, and the true leaves that are coming out, they don't have any issues, so I'm not worried about these plants at all. But just these, when these leaves get bigger, I will pinch these off. And then moving down to here, we've got our basil. Basil's still doing good. I need to pot it up and separate it. And that is the dark opal basil. And then we've got zinnia and one little basil in there that's so cute. And then the radishes. And I pulled one out yesterday, and it's not growing anything. So I need to put them maybe in the garden or whatever, but that test failed. So this is elderberry, and it has not popped up yet. I'm going to give it one more week before I redo it. These are also elderberry, and then this is the comfrey, and these 4 pots are comfrey as well. Those haven't popped up either, so I must have done something wrong, or they're just taking a long time to come through. These are irises, and they're just waiting to be planted in the garden. And then we've got these peppers back here, which are, these are jalapeno peppers and just regular bell peppers. And then moving on to right here, we've got cucamelons. I'm going to pot those up probably today. And then we've got yellow squash right here, birdhouse gourds, and then more zucchini. And then these are all pickling cucumbers, and these are all large cucumbers. So they're all doing good. I need to pot those up, obviously. I've got raspberry plants coming from the raspberries in my backyard, and I just took up some of the sprigs that were at the bottom because I wanted to give some to my dad. The fig trees are doing good. They're growing, and I'm going to put those in the ground hopefully this week. We've got Swiss chard growing really well. My cats dumped over some of them. And then we've got butterfly flowers and balsam. So I'm going to get those in the garden soon. And then I have done a lot of potting up this week with tomatoes. This really needed to be done, and they've already grown probably about an inch since I've done it, or half an inch, some of them I guess. So these are Mary's Roma tomatoes, and then Better Boy tomatoes. So The better boys are over here. I know this says Roma, but that's just 1 or 2 plants. And then these start the Roma tomatoes, and I have 2 more trays of Roma tomatoes to pot up. We've got some Homestead tomatoes here, 2 rows of Homestead tomatoes, and then the rest of these, and this is a little ridiculous, and I'm actually about to trade some of these plants out with one of my friends for some other plants. These are all Rutgers tomatoes, so this is a little ridiculous. I got 56 of them, I think. So it was a little crazy, and I don't even know what happened. So I don't need all of those. I'm probably only going to plant about 25 or 30. And then we've got cabbage. These need to be potted up this week. And then this starts the kale. Obviously, you can see the little leaves. They are so cute. These are my favorite little plants to grow is kale. Which it used to be cucumber, but I think kale is my new favorite. So they're really cute. I love them. And that's it for that. Here's this. We've got cauliflower and broccoli, and then the Brussels sprouts. Some of them have made it, but there was one day I think it got too hot in here, so I lost a few. But we're still gonna do good on the Brussels sprouts. And I didn't do these ones. These are sunflowers. These are more zinnias and more Roma tomatoes. I said I had to pot these up. And then more sunflowers. So now we can move on. Now we can move on to our peppers. These have done really well this week. This finally sprouted, and we've got a lot of bell peppers in there. This is my dad's tray, so obviously he's going to get some of these. And then we've got a lot of banana peppers came out. Those are Mary's heirloom seeds. There's cayenne from the store or MI Gardener. I think it's MI Gardener. And that's the rooster. Mary's cayenne peppers. We've got a few of those. They're still popping through. See, we've got one right there popping through. So we're still giving them time. And then we've got hot jalapenos. And moving down to this tray, we've got a lot of Chocolate Beauty. Those pretty much all popped up. And then bell peppers. I'm kind of disappointed in this, but they were store-bought seeds, so I didn't expect all of them to pop through, but I need to plant more, apparently, or buy seedlings. And we've got several, so I might have enough. We'll see. And then giant bell peppers, so that kind of evens it out to where that one didn't do as well. And then we've got mild jalapeno, which I'm happy about because I love jalapenos, but I don't love hot jalapenos. But I still have hot jalapenos for David because he loves hot, spicy food. Obviously, with all this cayenne going on. So in the grow tower, we have done quite a few things this week. These are kale, I'm pretty sure. Maybe they're something else. They're not looking so much like kale anymore. Yeah, these are kale. See the difference. And there are different breeds of kale, so we'll see. These are also kale, you can tell. And I planted one of Mary's kale seeds in there. The rest are in my garden. And then lettuce. I put a few lettuce in throughout here. There's some kale in there. Maybe this is kale, I'm not sure. I put some kale in here. This is a straight carrot seed that I planted in there, obviously. And then spinach. There's the peas and big kale plant. And then I put a lettuce in here with these carrots right here. I just did this for fun. Another kale and another lettuce and more spinach. And more spinach. So yeah, that's doing really good. Now moving on to my dad's plants. We have yellow squash is doing really good. Watermelon, he's got 2 watermelons still, and they're starting to grow their true leaves now, so that's good. We've got some green beans. There's his peas. Some of them, he already has peas in his garden. And cucumbers. These are his tomato plants. And zucchini, you can see a couple of them. kind of wilted a little bit, but they're true leaves. This one's true leaves are fine, so I'll probably keep that. But I gave him an extra one, and I have more that I'm going to give him too. Spaghetti squash. I might have to redo those. I might just direct sow them. And then the caserta zucchini. And of course his cantaloupe. So I did plant some of my onions, and you'll see we got compost, so I was able to plant some of my onions. I'm going to plant the rest. And the garlic, I think the garlic went bad. I'm just going to buy new garlic or just go get a bunch of garlic powder. So that's it for the greenhouse and what's growing in here. It started raining, but it's not raining too hard, so I might be able to show you the rest of what's going on around here. The fruit trees are doing really good. You'll notice we added a few extra. My dad actually gave us some, and we're really thankful for that. That's really awesome. So they're doing really good. They're just waiting to be planted. So this is one of the beds that's in the garden, and this one has onions in it, and so far they're doing really well. Growing, they're not dying, so I'm hoping they're doing good under there. It's all a test this year. It's all a test. And over here we've got the zucchini growing, and it's doing really well. I'm loving that. And I've had the cover off for a few days, so it's still doing really well. And then on this side, I did put a path down. I don't know if I showed that in the last video. There's weed cloth, and then there's wood chips, so I won't have to weed there. And everything's growing really well here. It's obviously getting watered really well because we get a lot of rain. And so we've got Swiss chard, kale, spinach, and lettuce. And then again, and this stuff I planted from seed, so I'm really excited about this. I bought these plants at the store just to get a leg up, and they're doing really good. But also, these ones that I planted from seed are doing really well. So we've got spinach, Swiss chard, kale, and more kale. And this one is dinosaur kale. I'm excited about that one. And then more kale, lettuce, spinach, more spinach. And then I moved the strawberries this week. So we've got strawberries. I need to weed this area, but we've got strawberries in this area. And I have this little box over here on this side of the food forest, and this has my lavender in it now. I'm going to get one more plant to put right here. And the blueberries are doing really well. They're going to start giving blueberries soon. As you see, the buds fall off, and then the blueberries start to form. So that will happen very soon. I'm really excited about having all these blueberries. And all the blackberries are starting to bud, so we're gonna have blackberries at some point, at some point soon. They're doing really, really good. They're all healthy. These are actually coming through the fence. They're growing on this hill out here, and they just popped through the fence. But I did keep some in my garden. They may produce this year, they may not. I think this one will, yes. This one has buds on it, so this is going to produce this year, and it's doing good. So it's a little bit hard to see, but there's mulberries on our tree this year. I'm really excited about that. They're all over. It's just kind of hard to see. They're just the little spiky balls all over these. But that's going to be a lot of fruit. See, they're all over. There's some more. And all the broccoli and cauliflower and Brussels sprouts that are in this little tunnel are doing really well. So that's what's going on around here. I hope you enjoyed this video. It's starting to really rain now, so I need to go inside. Thank you guys for hanging out with me and seeing what's going on around here. I hope it inspires you to grow something and grow your own food, a lot of your own food. So I will see you in the next video. Thanks for watching.